Hi, everybody. Wait? No. Well, I was going to say, this will be the last one of Whisky Mystery before we run away for a month. So you'll have to wait. Otherwise, I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
And we will be blind tasting one more time. Akwami, bottle number 245. We're going to be away for about a month, but...
It's the first time fly in the air. But after 2.5 years.
2.5 years since we were last on a plane. Anyway, we'll be making reports, hopefully. I don't know if we'll manage to do any live streaming. We'd have to be just on the phone. Maybe if we're somewhere interesting, we'll do a random live stream from a bottle shop somewhere in Scotland. Right, what are we doing? We are going to be blind tasting bottle number 245. We still have about 60 bottles left to go on our quest to blind taste 300 whiskies. If it's good enough, we put it on the shelf. And we've even made 3 shelves now. Best, next. Also, we want to find out how viscous is this whiskey. Because it's a part of enjoying the whiskey, how it feels when you're drinking it. Let's get it above the line. Get the viscometer started. Go! How's everyone doing? Michael, were you drinking? Who was drinking Antiquary? Michael, it's funny you say that because Antiquary is going to be a comparison today. Galshon, hi guys. Contour Bushcraft is in as well. Too slow. I saw Gerben, Donna Pass. Yes, Tim. Glad you appreciate our effort. But what else are we going to do? We're just sitting around waiting for a 10 o'clock flight. Well, we do have to pack. I'm looking in the background. Right. Hi, Gigi. Hopefully I'll get that little Springbank sample through to you. Okay, let's get on with it, shall we? Time for Dram. What happens once you hit 300? We explode. I think that's it. Yesterday's glass. Oh, a kind of earthy vanilla. So common to have vanilla the day after, isn't it? Ex-Bourbon casks, but this is earthy, so...
It's more of a vanilla dust. Vanilla powder.
But it's darker, so maybe some sherry. Let's have a look and see if it looks like it might have sherry. Well, it's certainly dark enough. Bubbles aren't hanging around for too long. We'll come back to that in a minute.
It's quite slow.
Quite, I think sherry on that initial. Quite rich actually on
very
the
sherry.
glass.
I think it's the first report. It's definitely me.
But not
sherry perfume.
Yeah, not total sherry bomb though. So it's probably maybe a combination.
Yeah, if that's fine.
Slightly winey. A little bit kind of herbal oak as well. What was last week's whiskey? Oh, it was Milton Duff. It ended up here. What was the last one, which was a sherry? Don't remember now.
Sandalwood.
Oh, sandalwood. Yes. It is. Quite sort of fresh then. Fresh, young. How viscous is the whiskey? I haven't even had anything to drink yet today. Contour Bushcraft. I'm hearing a wee Scottish meetup. I wonder if we could work something out. We could always do Bon Accord or somewhere, couldn't we? Yeah, shall I take the viscometer? Right.
No.
I'm going to...
The colour is so orange.
Oh, hang on. It is orange. Are we talking about a bit of a fake tan, as some people
Maybe color.
would say.
It must be color.
Okay, let's see the time, because the vodka was about 3:40ish. This is, well, it's probably warmed up a bit, but okay, so not very viscous then, because that's almost the same as the vodka. It's about 101 or 102%.
Meaning,
Well, filtered, chill filtered maybe. I mean, that suggests, let's have a look at the bubbles then. That suggests that this is probably lower ABV, right? We already know that. Okay, let's do bubbles. 40%. Could be, but then again, it could be 46, because between the two, very hard to tell. So we're almost certainly low ABV. Maybe it's filtered, only 102%. And it could be fake tan. Yeah, it's looking a bit suspicious, isn't it? Is there something we could compare it to? That's a Macallan. Bit hard to tell, isn't it?
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
That fire.
yeah. I wonder how it would compare to the Glen Scotia 15.
So maybe it's like a fake India, maybe British Indian food.
Okay, let's actually try and drink something. I'm gonna
This reminds me of a Scottish Indian restaurant food.
Scottish Indian restaurant food. Oh, with all the fake artificial colour. Well, we don't know it's fake, though, do we? We're just, obviously we don't know what it is. So the more I look at it, it does look unnatural. Okay, a bit of water. The nose is nice, though. It's nicely balanced.
Again, it's Scottish sandalwood.
Yeah, sandalwood,
Rosewater.
light sherry. So could be a blend. Could be a grain whiskey. Well, no, that wouldn't have colour, would it? Anyway, now I don't know if it's colour. You put me in the colour mode. Could be an old grain whiskey or something like that. Oh, spicy. Surprisingly spicy. I thought I'm not going to put that much water in.
Astringent.
Dry, astringent. Okay, let me try that again.
It's very flat. There's no
That was
spark.
with water though. So let's go full strength. First thing, what about the strength? Have a sip, tell me how strong you think it is. Certainly on the nose it's not coming across as strong. Little caramel with those herbs.
Because of the pepper, it could be 43, 40.
40 or 43. So pepper, you're thinking European oak then?
Yes. But I don't feel happy about it. There's no motivation.
Oh, actually the second half is quite kind of harsh, oaky, but it's not very nicely balanced. The initial flavour is quite nice when it first arrives, but then it kind of goes harsh, almost like dust in my nose kind of feeling. Time for a dram. You guys have inspired me to take a US bottle with me on the Distillery road trip in June. We'll try to capture all the reactions. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we haven't actually got anything at the moment. We're hoping we'll pick up maybe a Booker's at the duty free San Francisco on the way out, maybe. Okay.
I'm not picking up any fruits. Maybe a touch of spice. A touch about sherry.
Okay, that was better. I seem to have got over the initial peppery shock. Oh,
The second half is funny, it's almost soapy.
soapy. I just get this sort of not very nice oakiness at the end. Where we were getting that with the Paul John also, weren't we?
That was way better than this.
Oh, it's not here to compare.
I
I think the nose is better than the palate, and the finish is the worst thing. So it's another one that kind of starts off not the best, but like good. Then it's like, oh, hang on, or wait a minute. Let's try again.
overall, it's just done fat. Come on, let me try again.
It's very neutral, like barely. It's certainly not going to challenge anyone.
It's very quiet.
Do you think it could be a blend?
Not really.
I was going to say, how are we doing for time? But of course, I started the timer late, so we got lots of time. Not really.
You want to say a painting?
Painting. Okay, good idea. It does look a little flat in the painting, actually, now that I look at it. The colours are quite washed out. Not very bold. Oh, audio? Someone saying something about audio? Audio is good from my side. Are we quiet? I had turned the microphone down a little bit. No, retracted. I'm guessing everything's fine. Right. Okay, let's compare. Because... Okay. Better or worse? Better? Doesn't know what it is.
As no sherry or a sherry, and alive. It's better any day.
Yeah, there's more happening in here.
I think it's that this way.
What about the strength? What about the strength?
40.
No, this or this.
Oh, because more pepper. If anything's weaker, very watery.
This is 43.
Oh, that apple is 40.
Now, I think you're going to be surprised because you typically do not like this Antiquary 21.
Oh.
But that's what it was.
I like it. It's very soft, very no silent.
Michael, you're drinking the...
That's fine, but
Is there a tomatin on the spreadsheet? I'm thinking it might be. No, we don't have any tomatin anymore.
that's fine, but
Yeah, but it's still an Antiquary, which is a blended malt
15.
with tomatin. Anyway, the 21 year. Okay.
You put your favourite for you.
Just taste it and give me a reaction. Would you rather drink this or this?
Oh, it's the bourbon. I like it. But there is more alive. There is really flat. And try again.
Couldn't sneak that one by.
It's really nice. Awful.
Awful. You would rather have Buffalo Trace? Now, we actually quite like Buffalo Trace. And although the flavours are so different...
It's absolutely dead.
It's absolutely dead.
Because it's like a bottle, but you see the bottle, it's very still. There's no movement.
Is it that bad, though? See that, like, absolute disgust from deeper there? Now, we did call this premium.
I was shocked about that. I didn't know that you wrote the name.
You know I didn't get to say the name before you jumped in with your reaction? We did call it Premium Economy because it did come across as kind of trying to be something better, but it's not really.
I see.
But costing more. but maybe not delivering. Having said that, we are flying premium economy, so that's why it was in my mind. Because we've got to have extra bags for the return journey.
And about the food, it's the same.
Yeah. Matthias, could it be the red spot matured in bourbon, sherry and marsala, triple distilled, so grainy and might feel more like 40%? That's a good point.
But it's been more for it.
Now, red spot is 46% though, I think, right?
I think it's more 40, 43.
I've still got bourbon taste. Drink up. Deepa doesn't want to drink anymore. It's very flat.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Maybe I get it, but at the second half,
Okay,
maybe the and the after again.
what have we had that's worse?
I don't remember now.
What about Auchentoshan 10?
I think they are better than this, but maybe the imagination I already don't know.
What about, let's have a look. What could it be? I'll bring those up in a minute. Is there anything from your memory that you think is worse than this? It's going a bit dark, isn't it? The show's turning dark. Everyone, ahoy malt mates. What's the personal best for bottles smuggled back? Pray tell. We brought 27 bottles back last time, and I just declared them at San Francisco. And I realise now that you're not allowed more than 5 litres per person coming back in. Even if you declare it, you're not supposed to have more than 5 litres. Obviously 700ml bottles, work that out. That just reminded me to look at Scotch whisky auctions. So 6 or 7, 8 bottles, but just declare it. Taxes are very small, duties very small, I mean, if you are asked to pay anything. A few dollars per bottle.
I remember pushing me from the plane, it went off.
No, we didn't have, we had Johnny Walker Red.
It went off.
No, Jim Beam White Label.
That
was worse. What about Johnny Walker Red Label on the plane?
I remember. But I remember the plane went off. I did after.
Okay.
I think it's better
if
that the part of the plane.
If this was served in premium economy, would you be happy about it?
No.
If there was no other choice?
No.
If there was no other whiskey in the world, would you drink it? Oh no!
That's fine.
I was starting to think, could that be Macallan? But the only Macallan comparison we've got is the number 4, which is 48%. So this is obviously...
Wow. Spotify is so beautiful. Wow. What is it? Wow, it's so beautiful.
Macallan number 4 isn't even on the shelf.
Oh, it's so...
Oh, rich.
It's very alive. It's a vibes. Why?
Okay, that Macallan number 4 has got much more character, hasn't it? It's much more powerful in its flavours, and it's much more clear about stating, this is who I am. This is so wimpy.
Yeah.
Wimpy whiskey, we should have called it.
I'm beginning to ever measure the flavours.
It's as if someone's got the Macallan and cut it with 50% water.
Yes. About ABV with that.
48.
Very 40.
Right. So... Yes. Right, what can it be? Wow, we've even used up the time. Deepa's going for the Dalmore. I was thinking 43% Infinity Solera Cask Sherry Lime Burners. It could be. Honestly, I was thinking yesterday, this is probably 43% Macallan. But having tried the stronger Macallan, the flavors are really missing in this. So I don't think it's Highland Park anymore, because that would be more smoky. The only other 43 is Old Pulteney. I don't think there's any other options, are there? Dalmore, certainly not Bowmore. Glenkeith. But then the Glenkeith would be Ex-Bourbon. And this has definitely got a bit of sherry.
Oh, yeah.
Lime Burner, Macallan. And I don't think it's 46%. Oh.
It's not that bad. The battery is right to be forgiving.
Okay, I don't think it's the Macallan. I think the Macallan would be more impressive even at 43%.
It's been more about.
And this is also a local barley. I don't think it's... Okay, look, I'll do it because we have no idea. Are you going for Dalmore?
Mm.
So, you are saying that this is potentially the worst whiskey that you can remember trying, except Johnny Walker Red Label. How much did we pay for Dalmore? We paid $71 for this in 2018.
I reckon it's better for the same price.
Hang on. We better do a reveal. Are we ready?
Very.
One last taste?
No. Get something else.
Are you... Deepa wants something else. Would you ever drink it again?
It's like half. That's not the makes you feel a bit sick.
I mean, it's not terrible.
No,
It's just not interesting at all.
Yeah, it's very straightforward, soft, center. Maybe.
I think I might prefer this over Auchentoshan 21 because that was really bitter oak.
Fair enough.
I can't think of anything else. I hope it's not Lime Burners because I'm hoping this will be more interesting than that, and I'm sure it will be. But 43 Solera Cask, maybe everything's smoothed out and it's a bit weak. Right, here we go.
Eat the sherry. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back oak.
Oh, okay, and
also sherry put.
You know, the tape looks quite old as well. Are we ready for the reveal? Hang on, what's everyone saying? Do we have any guesses? No more Glenmorangie on the list, Whiskey 101. Are we getting a new mega unboxing when we come back? Well, I don't think we'll be bringing that much back, Contour. Okay, we'll chat after the reveal about that. VAT refund, okay, remind me, I'll get back to that. This cannot be Scottish, Welsh, or English, Michael Wood. Boring, polite. It's all fake tan then. Okay, we better just stick to it.
What is this then? What country is this?
Are we ready for the reveal?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course, Dalmore Scottish. It's a Highland. ABV is not 43%. It's 12 years old. It costs $71 and it is a Highland from Dalmore. It's Dalmore 12 and your prize is to drink everything that's left, Deepa.
Only that much.
Because there's nothing left. Okay, I think we give fireworks for Deepa and not fireworks for the whiskey. I can't believe we got Dalmore as the last one before we take a break. Kwame. You know, there's a hidden silver lining here because we didn't want to drink too much today because we don't want to be on the plane and have it. So drinking too much today isn't going to be an issue. Would you like to try Springbank 10?
I want to make it hard.
Yeah, it's right there. Deepa needs some kind of reward. Springbank 10 is currently the last thing on the shelf. Now, of course, Dalmore is not going to push it up. Let's just see. Does it have a lot more character? Wow. Magnitudes of different.
It's very smoky, oily. It's wonderful.
Honestly, coming from the Dalmore, it feels like we just did local barley at 60% or something. 55%.
But it's so thick.
I can tell you that we managed to buy a Springbank 10 for less than we paid for the Dalmore.
Take it off and knock it.
Okay, it's not the best Springbank. So you don't want it anymore?
Oh,
you want the Macallan? Really?
That's number 4.
That's funny. Okay, well, I'll set the Springbank here because then I can have it. Okay, you have that. If you want more Macallan, off you go. Oh, right, Dalmore. Well, it was one of the original 24. I think it ranked 23 because at 24 I think was Auchentoshan. 12. Did I say 10 earlier? 12-year-old.
So it was the second ass.
I don't know. It was pretty low down there.
That's very sad. Why put it good that? I mean, it's very old distillery, is it?
Okay, to the chat. Well, it has a reputation of lots of fake colour. It's...
Why?
I mean, it sells for a good price. It's well marketed. It's not well respected, is it, in the whiskey nerd industry? That's us. Okay, what were the questions? Oh! Condor Bushcraft! Have some gold coins. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I was talking about doing a giveaway. We'll have to wait till we get back now. Oh, no message. Just appreciation. Thank you very much. Right, let me go back up. The nose, Patterson, should be ashamed, Carl T. Double blind, Watchman. Oh, I see where you're going. No, I was going to go back up. What were those other questions? Tim, VAT refund. You can save up your VAT things, and you do have a VAT desk. Actually, it was outside London Heathrow. Oh, we got another one. Jimmy Jazz, safe travels, and no more Dalmore. Oh, generous. Thank you very much, Jimmy Jazz. Much appreciated. So yes, you join a line. It took me about 30 minutes at London Heathrow. There's a desk outside the main airport, but right at the entrance. And you go and give in all your receipts, and sometimes they give you cash straight away, and other times they will refund it back to the credit card that bought the bottles. It did eventually all come through. I don't know, I vaguely think I read something about that going away or has gone away. If you're in Edinburgh, there are some places where you can go and get it done there, but it's a third party that will take a cut. Is it worth it? 17.5? No, 20% is it now on all your bottles? If you spend enough, then yes, it's worth it. Time for a dram. Some bottles up the kilt for the whole trip. Yes. Everwind wimpy as Bowmore. Okay, but there was no smoke. Kwame, apologising, Deepa, for picking this awful whiskey.
So now it's out of the way.
It is now out of the way.
So thank you.
Actually, let me just look. I'm going to go and look at the spreadsheet of all the things we've tasted before, and look in the section which is not for us at the bottom, because this will definitely be in there. What else is in the not for us section? Benriach cask strength. Oh, we didn't like that at all. Batch 2. Bunnahabhain 5 year. It was very new make. Few bourbon. Oh, I would drink Dalmore over few bourbon.
Yes. Few
I would drink the Dalmore rather than Jameson IPA. St. George Baller.
It's weird.
That's just weird. Wow, I must admit there aren't too many that we wouldn't choose over this one. Right. Okay, let me go down. Dalmore was designed to be gentle and smooth, Everwind. Well, it is. Except for the second half was a bit rough. The bottle looks great. The location of the distillery is great, but Dalmore whiskey is poor. Now, we do have an independent bottle of Dalmore that's just out of shot, waiting to show up. 46% ex-bourbon,
That's
probably.
independent.
It's independent, so the Dalmore should have been left. Wow, there's some Dalmore that people like, right?
Oh.
The King Alexander or whatever it's called. Has anyone had a Dalmore that they like? Donapass, you're going from Edinburgh to Dublin, then San Francisco. So we'll investigate that one. Well, I meant in the Royal Mile, in Edinburgh, meaning that at the tourist locations there are some third-party offices, but at the airport there will be an official desk. But I read in some places, if the airport's small enough, I think even Glasgow, you have to just fill in a form and put it in a box somewhere.
In the VAT.
Yeah. You were going to talk about not bringing so many bottles back. That's reminded me to look back at the auction.
Oh, I have to comment.
Doug Chrisope. Oh, hang on, it hasn't popped up yet. I'll wait for it to be officially. We can see it in a little bit in advance here. Here's the thing. We've had bottles sitting at my parents' house for 2.5 years. Or, I'd bought them in advance, actually, so they're even older. And there it is. Doug Chrisup. Just tasted my Dalmore 12 again. After years away. You're correct. It is the same as nothing. Oh, Doug, that's going to get you several names in the hat. Thank you very much. Let me try it again. Poor old Dalmore. If it was a desert island and you hadn't had whiskey for a year and it washed up, it would be good.
And after years of a...
Does that mean you've had a bottle open for years and it's still not finished, Doug? That's funny. So, my bottles sitting at my parents' house include 2 Springbank 21s that we have not ranked particularly well and are now $1,000 plus, 1,500 plus bottles. There are 4 local barleys of the 2 different 10-year-olds, not the recent one, like the 07 and the 010, 9, can't remember. And I bought them at drinking prices, meaning 100 and something pounds, 100, whatever. And now they're on the auction. Okay, I'm going to have to look. I've got a tab open. Where are we with the local barleys? Well, actually not quite as mad as last month. Oh no, mad. 900, 700, 500s. £600 we're looking at. And so I can't justify drinking the bottles at £600. I mean...
But it is fantastic. Brora.
Look, we have Springbank local barleys here. I'm going to take them back to the auction. It's sad.
I'd rather get a friend for dinner.
I'd rather. Okay, so what I've bid on this auction. I've bid on. Currently still winning, I think. A Craig Ellicky 17 for £75 for a friend that we will stay with when we're travelling. A Lagavulin 11 Offerman, which is right there. Currently at £70.
For your brother.
We'll leave it with my brother and we'll have a few drams there. Talisker 18 I want for myself. It's about £100. Oh, you know, I'm wondering if I might have lost that one. Is that one gone? I'll check. I think I bid 9. Did I bid 100? Maybe I did. It's still got a green tick beside it. That's a lot cheaper than we would get in the US. So that's worth it. And I've bid on 2 Longrow 18s currently at £150, which is expensive for the original price. But again, it's a $300 whiskey here now. And I'll open one of those and share that around and we'll bring one back. There are other things that we have to come back. Let's see. And the question is, which ones come back and which ones do we leave behind? Because I know there's a Laphroaig 27, which I bought at the auction. And that will go back in. What are we going to keep? We have a Balblair 1990, a Glenfarclas 105 that's 22 years old that I want to try. The Glentockers, we have 2 of those Glentockers, which used to be our #1 whiskey.
Oh, that 3 years ago.
And I'm fascinated to bring that back and open it and find out if we still like it.
We may not like it anymore.
We might not. There's a Bladnoch 25-year Cadenhead that just seems interesting that I'd like to bring back. Now, we can't open them in the UK and bring them back. Technically, you have to have a sealed bottle to put it on the plane. There's also a Glentockers 26 from Cadenhead. Laphroaig 18.
We better go to his paper.
That we really like. That's been sitting waiting. Now, we have a couple of Glen Scotias that we'll probably share. We have a Longrow Red 10-year-old.
Malbec.
The Malbec, which we bought a bottle. No, we bought a bottle here at around, well, certainly less than the £200 it's selling at the auction. So, I mean, I could buy another one here now, so that one's going to end up back on the auction. What do you think about Octomore 6.3?
It's pretty good. I like it. I thought it's supposed to be
You want to keep it?
Very alive.
You'd like to keep that one?
Yes.
I was thinking of putting it back on the auction, but
I like it.
$250 worth?
We have another 10 years.
I think in the auction it's probably going to be about $300 or $400 now.
No,
Okay, Deepa likes that one. And then we've got these 6 Springbanks, which are probably going to average $1,000 each. I did look and think, is there a Brora we could trade some Springbanks for on the auction?
Yeah, I'd rather have a Brora. Get rid of the bottom set.
Get rid of all the Dalmores. How many Dalmores for one Brora? So that's the kind of sad situation. Sad because putting it back in the auction is just fueling the problem, I think, isn't it? Okay, I've sent an email to Springbank. I told them, we've got some Springbanks that we bought cheap and we're going to put them back in the auction. And it's so frustrating that the money never makes it back to the distillery. How can we get the profits from the auction Springbank sales back to the distillery? Can we come over and just give it to the people who work there?
And you got a reply.
Haven't had a reply. I don't know what to do with it. I'd like to do something that revolves around somehow getting the money back to the distillery. I don't even know if we're going to get to Springbank. At the very least, we could book the most exotic visit, which is like a £250 blend your own bottle of Springbank class. I mean, at least that's somehow the money's going directly. You can do a Springbank tour where you go into the tasting room and you mix your own Springbank bottle. Sometimes when I'm talking to Deepa, it's like we suddenly disconnect as if we've never had any whiskey experience before or anything else. What do you mean, what for?
Money back.
Oh, because it's a £250 booking to go and do it. So if I hear nothing, we could at least book the most expensive tour because the money goes directly to Springbank.
And you love blending.
Oh, I love blending. You can just say, I just want this one. But you do leave with a full bottle of Springbank. Or we could take the money to Dalmore and buy all of their stuff.
I'll be going to Springbank.
We'll have to see if it fits in with the plan. I think somehow we're going to make it there. I mean, it's only a drive over or a short ferry, isn't it? Right. Let's go to the chat because that might have got some feedback. Right, Whiskey 101. Dalmore 12 was my guess, but I'm upset that I'm right. We can't finish for the break on that. No way. So we still have to open another one before you check in. Whiskey 101. Go ahead and pick something. Top shelf, bottom shelf, front row, back row. Let's see what we get. I haven't worked out a way to get one of these over to Roy's either. That would have been fun. Maybe I just pour a sample of it and we take it with us. I don't know. Matthias, when visiting whiskey places, I hope you get the chance to try some very rare St. Magdalene. If you do, please film. Would love to know what you think. Oh, you think we'd love it? Maybe we should buy some St. Magdalene at the auction with our ill-gotten gains. Carl, never enjoyed a Dalmore. Okay, Matthias. Haven't tried it myself, but hearing descriptors, it's up your alley. Oh, I see. St. Magdalene. I think I've only heard Ralphie mention it, to be honest. Whiskey 101. Yes, I had a Dalmore from SMWS, and that was quite enjoyable, but also very, very different from the brand bottling. Yeah, I can imagine. Headbanger. The cigar malt was enjoyable very, very early on in my whiskey journey, but trying it again a few months ago was a disappointment. Oh, and is cigar malt 43 or is it a 46% bottle? Yeah. Gerben. At the Royal Mile, I got a taste of Dalmore cigar, and that was so awful. Oops. That you ditched the bottle? You mean you ditched the sample? Okay. Everyone, King Alexander was very good. Not sure it was worth the price, but complexity and flavours it delivered. Oh, only 40%, and that's a $300, $400 bottle. Ditch the glass. Ah, yes, not the bottle. I was just laughing that someone poured you a sample and you were like, give me that bottle.
But what was that fellow in the famous guy?
Oh, Ian MacArthur?
He would just throw.
Yeah, well, he would pour 21-year Lagavulin over people's heads. Only 2 hour away, closing on SWA. Oh, I see. It's still 2 hours to go. Oh, it's running later. Alpha Crown. Well, thanks for letting me know. The 196 local barley still under reserve. Still on your watch list. Yeah. Has the 1966 sold? No. It is not sold. Okay. $4,600. Alex, I've seen auctions where some people put the starting bid at 500, which just stinks of speculation. Yeah, I guess if someone has paid a lot of money for a bottle and they want to make sure they get the money back, maybe that's justifiable. Tim, good that we'll be able to cash in on the prices. Yeah, I do feel kind of guilty about it. You know, on our Patreon list, on the bottle sharing, you can... Oh, did I take it off? I might be contradicting myself. I think Local Barley 9 is still on there at the original price. If people want to try it, it's still there. I might have bailed. Maybe use the money, book a group tour in Springbank. Yes! Maybe we can gather people up from Glasgow, hire a minibus, all go to Springbank from the ill-gotten gains. Of course, I won't actually know what we'll get because it'll still be in the auction by the time we leave, but we'll be able to guess, won't we? Springbank have been doing a lot of fundraising for Ukraine with some special bottles, so you could think about supporting them with that. Ah, good idea. I'll have a look. See, there's the crazy thing. Springbank doesn't get the money. They still pass it on for a good cause, of course. Send it all into the washback bar. That's true. We could do that as well. Give to a local Campbelltown charity or food bank. That area needs help. It's true. Maybe we just take the money and just spend it all everywhere around Campbelltown. Maybe that's good enough. I've never sold anything ever, but really think that a healthy secondary market reassures the distilleries. It seems a bit wrong, but it may have an upside too. Yeah. I mean, I guess if it was somehow setting prices that the distilleries enjoyed, maybe. Go in on the 21-year auction, Alex. Go in on. Not sure. Whisky 101. Bottom shelf in the middle. Let's at least pick old Ezra Brooks to finish with a smile. All right, Deepa. Okay, I'll grab it. Bottom shelf in the middle. Let's just go right here. I'll hold till I finish the chat. I didn't put the chat up. Let's have the chat up. Oh, we're almost there. Any blogging updates on the trip? Time for a dram. I mean, I don't do anything on Instagram. I've had some art stuff up there. But we will send to YouTube as we go. I think we'll just do that. We'll do our little vlogging videos as and when appropriate. Washman 999. Sulfur death bomb for Dalmore cigar? Oh no. Cigar malt is 44%. Okay, so still not that high. Mr. Tiger Mode. More travel itinerary info? First distillery. We don't have anything booked this time. Nothing planned at all. So we'll just be winging it a bit.
The bus.
I would be game on for the Springbank bus from Glasgow. Let me know when you're in town. Whiskyographer. Oh, good name. I'm a stereographer. Carl T, the local barley on the list was excellent. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to try. Is it still there? If it's not there, I'm going to have to put it back now. Let me go and look. On the sharing list, there's a separate one for Patreon. Springbank Local Barley 9, 65 ml for $17.40. That's what we paid for it. It's still there. There you go. You have to wait till we come back now, though. Whisky 101. By the way, I hope Dalmore 12 is on the sharing list. As it will be there forever.
Yeah,
I think it is definitely going to be on the sharing list. We have some left. I'm going to start giving it out as prizes. That's not a prize, is it?
Pretty good.
Anybody who wins gets a free Dalmore 12. Oh, right.
For $98.
Wow, 98 for the Macallan. 70. I can't. How much is Dalmore 12 now? If it was 71.
But I've got a
Total Wine. Somebody go and look up Total Wine in the US and see how much Dalmore is. 71 with taxes, about 10%. Right. New bottle. Bottle number 246. We know is going to be better. Oh, and I've forgotten already. Who picked it? Was it Whisky 101?
Whisky 101.
You've picked a few now, Whisky 101. 101. Ooh, bus trip to Springbank. I wonder how many people we could get on a bus trip to Springbank. Group tour. Right. 246.
För our friend about to come with us as well.
Is it going to be better than Dalmore? Let's find out. Almost certainly it's going to be better than Dalmore. Wow, what the hell was that?
Coca-Cola.
What have we poured?
Wow.
Now this is not.
Coca-Cola.
I mean, I know this camera sometimes does weird things, but look. What the hell is this?
I think I know what it is.
Cavalan.
Cavalan.
Could be that Cavalan sherry cask, couldn't it? I don't think we've... What? But maybe it's Amroot Port Nova or something. Is it better than Dalmore?
Yeah, I suppose so.
That's not Dalmore, is it?
Better, slightly better.
It's stronger. Oh, actually quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's more adventure. That is. More artists. It's a molasses syrup.
Molasses syrup. Sherry bomb time. We're going to have to wait a whole month
I don't mind.
to find out if that's Cavalan sherry cask. Whiskey 101. When you do the next draw, you should send Dalmore 12 to all those who don't win. That's fantastic. I mean, normally when you win, there's space in the box to fit another. Although, I feel bad wasting the $1 on the actual sample bottle. Oh, right. 65 at Total Wine. It went down.
Oh,
So Jimmy Jazz, it's the same
that's
price.
cheap.
Because with 10% taxes, it would get you
But
there.
alligatorine, it's their price.
No, but it's amazing that Dalmore 12 has not gone up in price. Maybe it's the same bottle because they haven't sold it. All right. Alpha Crown. Oh, you're up for a trip to Springbank? Found the bourbon. No. Anok 24 for sure. Whiskey 1 on. Looks like Cavalan Cherry Cask. Okwami. We are on the same page. And Gigi. Edradour. It could be. That's true. It could be the Edradour 10 cask strength.
But it's certain. It is certain.
No, it's a sherry bomb. Anyway. Whiskey 101. No, you're right. Too dark for the Anok. Should be the Cavalan. Yeah, Edradour is also dark. You know, I bid on the fairy flag bottle today, but lost that one. Watchman. It also looks like the Laphroaig Carchus PX, but we don't have it. That's true. Bunna PX, nothing's going to be as dark. That's weirdly dark. Leave that glass sitting there while you're gone. Friends don't send friends. Dalmore 12. Hey, Dustin's in. My guess, black coffee. Send to someone you hate. Alpha Crown.
We can sell Dalmore's birth.
No. Okay. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a funny episode. Somehow fitting. Because tasting the Dalmore suddenly made these two okay whiskies taste fantastic. I'll be looking for Dalmore.
No, but anyway, but I thought it's a fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. We will see you in...
We're coming back at the death. If we get at the plane.
What am I saying?
I don't know.
I was going to say we'll see you in Scotland, but we'll probably see you in a video from San Francisco Duty Free Shop first. And then weaving around the country. Who knows what we'll find on the way. We'll be in Scotland towards the end of April, like after the 18th for 2 weeks, something like that. And then we'll be in London before we come back. So hopefully we'll pick up a few shops in London as well. Right. Any last questions? Safe travels. Thanks, Carl T. Have a fantastic and safe trip. Thanks, Watchman. And Whisky 101. Appreciate that. Everyone's saying have a great trip. Hope so. See you next month. And we'll see you somewhere in between. Right. Some more Dalmore?
No, thank you.
I wonder what it will take for the Dalmore to seem like, okay, now's the right time. We'll have to have run out of whiskey and just discover this bottle on some lonely...
A fast.
You'll be on a whiskey fast. Thanks again for watching. We will see you somewhere soon. Okay, Dalmore. One more go.